with the relationships that you've built with like the other voice actors and like the other people in the industry, like do you see yourself working with them again anytime soon?
Yeah, in fact, it's really funny. One of the commercials that's on the radio in Houston right now is Lucy Christian and I. If you ever become, I don't know if they still use this one, they probably do, but if you become an employee at PetSmart, the employee training video is Lucy Christian and I. So it's like Sosuke and Kaname teaching you how to take care of doggies and kitties. And then there's an e-learning project I did. It was like, oh God, it was voicing trigonometry e-learning software, and that was me and Blake Shepard and Lucy Christian. So yeah, it's people who are good at voiceover work are going to kind of cluster. They're going to stick together. You know, like John Swayze is a voiceover artist that he's probably been in more anime than I have, and you just don't even know it because he never gets the lead roles, but he's a chameleon and he can play all these different dad types and villain types, but then you hear him on dozens of commercials in Houston. So yeah, I think I'll always work with these people, and I think just because I quit going to conventions, I won't quit seeing them. You know, a lot of these people are my good friends. Some of them aren't. Some of them are just people that I hang out with at cons. So obviously I won't miss them as much. But I'm gonna miss a lot of people. So tomorrow afternoon, it's gonna be a little melancholy and a little sad. But by the time I get home, it's gonna be like, it'll be awesome. Just again, because there's a certain liberation about it.
And then, with this being your last convention as a guest, like I'm sure you've been asked this quite a bit actually, but do you see yourself coming back, like at least to visit, like with?
You know, no one's ever asked me that actually. That's
really?
Funny. Yeah, because I have friends who not only are voice actors in the industry, but do so many other things that like. I'm sure when OniCon is in Houston or something like that, that I will just go in and say hi to people and hang out, you know, and have a few drinks at the bar with Doug Smith or Jan Scott Frazier or any number of voice actors. I'm sure I'll. It's not like I'll never step foot inside a convention again, you know. But it'll be weird the first time I do as a non-guest. That's going to be kind of surreal. But yeah, I will.
Related to that, as far as conventions go, what do you think? I mean, all these kids, you know, the convention is a community for them. Mm-hmm. They come and play. What does the convention do for the industry? And on that note, do you think the conventions will ever die? Do you think the industry will ever die?
I was having a talk about this very thing with Wendy. Anyway, here's what I think is going to happen with conventions. Conventions will stay around, and anime will stay around to some extent, and the whole anime subculture will be there, one way or another. My prediction about cons in the future, probably 3 to 4 to 5 years, they're going to all be about cosplay. That's what I think. I think the J-Rock thing is done. I think it's dead. I mean, I'm not saying people don't still like it or still buy it, but I mean, my God, a couple of years ago, like if a J-Rock band was coming to a con, like the whole city went crazy. I think that whole thing has blown its load. You'll forgive me. And I think the voice actor thing was like here, and now it's like here. And in a couple more years, it's going to be like here. And what I think is happening is like, so the J-Rockers and the voice actors kind of have done this, and now they're still really popular, but they're falling fast. And then I think cosplay is taking over. I think it's all going to be about that.
And is that still going to help the industry?
I don't think so.
The anime? That's what I'm asking.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Mm-hmm. Not if your prediction's correct.
I think it's just going to be about a bunch of kids who want to get together and read manga and watch anime together and see who has the better costume on.
Can that? Well, I mean, that could still drive the consumerism. That could still bring.
It could, yeah. And you know what? There's always going to be a dealer's room.
That's what I'm saying. Doesn't that help the industry? I'm kind of conflicted too.
Yeah. God, I just think my question though is, how far is the end? I don't know. I mean, how much help is it going to need, and will it get that much help?
Well,
I don't know. And again, none of us know the answer to that. I personally think it looks bleak, but I think for people who are hardcore fans of anime, it's never going to really die. There's always going to be something out there.
It's going to go back to the way it was
the way
in the early
like
90s.
In the 80s probably, or
Yeah.
the early 90s. You know, when everything was raw and traded.
Everyone
and all
had
that
like
stuff.